Welcome to the channel, I'm Red Cloud, bringing you another Disgaea RPG video, checking out formal Artina, who is the last unit coming in September. And this unit is giving me very much Digimon vibes from the picture, that the Angel Digimon from the first series. It's just what I'm thinking when looking at this unit. She is a staff queen type unit, bringing a 15 million intelligence stat, so she can deal some significant damage. But she also has a very good utility as a support unit as well. So let's check out her abilities, skills, and spells, and see what she's bringing to your teams. Checking out her abilities first then. Lead ability, Heavenly Dress, all allies, intelligence, HP, and critical damage plus 16%. Valor Torres, who shares this banner, had a similar lead ability, but he's all selfish, and then higher stats. 16% is still no joke when it comes to critical damage though, and for all allies, that's a decent lead ability. NE +1, synergetic happiness, for all allies, elemental damage dealt plus 4% per allies in the party, max of 20%. That is a lot of guff to just say all allies, elemental damage plus 20%. It's unlikely that you're going to take in formal Artina by herself for just 4% elemental damage. You are going to take in a full party of 5 units. This is the second unit I can think that's mentioned something like this. It was Dark Void. He had a weird ability as well, where it was more advantageous for him if he took in less members of the team. He's a shocking unit, so you would never do that. This one is just a lot of guff. So essentially, elemental damage for all allies plus 20%. Her third ability, NE +5, Fortuna, all allies, critical rate plus 2% per allies in the party, max of 10%. More guff. All allies, critical rate plus 10%. That's what I'm reading that as. I don't think reading these, it means when someone dies, it drops down, because it's just saying allies in party. It's not saying surviving allies. You don't take in less than maximum units unless you're farming experience for one unit to get a higher rate from the skip tickets. It's just a very guffy wording. Pointless for me. So elemental damage for the whole party plus 20%, and critical rate for the whole party plus 10%. I like these, and the critical damage plus 16 from that lead ability. What else can she bring then? With this NE +7, strengthening nature, all allies, if 3 or more humanoids in the party, attack and intelligence plus 30%. So just a general all-around attack and intelligence buff. Nothing too out of the ordinary. So the vibe I'm getting from this then is that even though Artina has that 15 million intelligence stat, she's not going to be hitting crazy high numbers because she is lacking a high damage dealt ability just for herself. 20% for the whole party. She'll deal some damage, of course. You mix in another unit that can support, that can do a similar role, and she'll deal some more damage then. But overall, compared to other designated DPS units, she will be lacking in terms of damage. But support-wise, I do like these abilities. They are all well-rounded. There's a nice bit of most things that you usually want. It's lacking defense and resistance buffs and some healing, but that's pretty much it. Everything else you want covered in those abilities are covered. Checking out her skills then, what else can she bring to your team? First skill, Request for Power, which is a party-wide buff of speed plus 20 up to 30% when leveled up, and also restores some HP. I mentioned she was lacking HP restoral in her abilities. She now has a skill. She's almost the perfect support. The speed buff as well, that is a very nice buff. 30% is quite significant with speed. You will notice that everyone now will be whizzing a lot faster. Her S rank skill, which she learns at level 200, Twin Catastrophe, 70 costing down to 58, single damage of start element, and also has a party-wide buff of attack and intelligence plus 30%. It's nice, but I don't think I'll be using it a lot. Compared to this next skill, which I'll read that first and we can explain why. NE +3 move, Holy Blessing, for one ally of your choice. The SP cost is 40 and 30, so one ally of your choice, and you can use it once every 3 turns, so like Peta, like Future Warrior Planeer. They have those moves where they can only use it once so many turns. This time it is for 3 turns. For one ally of your choice, it's going to grant them 1 extra turn. That is brilliant, and it's just the start of this ability. Also going to grant them SP regeneration of plus 15, which I believe to mean then instead of gaining 10 SP each turn naturally, you're going to gain 15 SP while this buff is in effect, as well as a nice attack and intelligence plus 20%. That is pretty cool. I'm liking the sound of this one for PvP. That could be very useful in doing a self-setup move for your DPS, or even doing a debuffing AoE move before you actually hit the main troublesome unit in your enemy's team. So that, I'm liking the look of that one. The fact that you can only use it once every 3 turns, that makes it less overpowered, I think. But then you can use that party-wide speed buff, or you can use that party-wide attack and intelligence buff with the S rank skill. You've got some good options there, but this Holy Blessing skill is pretty outrageous. You'll want to be using this first before anything else, just to make sure your DPS unit is supported to the maximum. In terms of build then, let's check out her spells first. Spells wise, Heal, Braveheart, Mega Heal, Mega Espoir, Mega Braveheart, and Mega Resist Break. Mega Espoir would be the one I would go for in my build. We have these 3 unique skills. She can already buff attack for me, so Mega Braveheart is a little bit less redundant. She can heal from one of her skills, so Mega Heal's not needed. Mega Resist Break maybe if you want that, if you need it for the correct enemy. But Mega Espoir is going to serve you well as well if you're getting some status ailments. That's going to get rid of them. So very nice spell to have. In terms of build then, this Twin Catastrophe skill is an intelligence based move, and the healing is resistance based. I'm thinking Staff would be safe. She's not locked in ability wise, so she doesn't need to be holding Staff to grant any of these buffs at all. So if she's going to be, say, a tertiary DPS unit, of course she's not going to be good as a secondary DPS, she'll be tertiary, or even further down the line on that. You could use that Twin Catastrophe move and get full effect of it if she's holding a decent Staff. If not, and you want her just for the full purpose of being a support unit, then you could possibly build her as Gun. But then you're missing out on that damage from Twin Catastrophe, which you might actually need. So building her as a Staff, personally, is the way I'm going to go. A little bit of extra speed from the Gun or Fist, or actually a decent amount of damage from her holding a Staff. It's entirely your choice. Killia's Training, Request for Power, SP -2, Twin Catastrophe's Power Up. Okay, then Staff is still a way to go for me. And Holy Blessing is SP -3, which brings it down to 27 SP. Then with Never Enhancement plus 11, it's going to bring it down to 25 SP per go that she can use this move because of that 3 turn cooldown. Overall then, this banner with Formal Valtorez and Formal Artina is a very strong banner. Valtorez is the DPS unit, Artina is the support unit. Comparing her to Future Usalia, she's definitely better than Future Usalia in my eyes. She might be lacking the extra critical damage, but there are definitely other units that can suffice for that. They could even work together on the same team if you're lacking other units, say Archangel Flon, Admiral Rosalind, and Super Desco. I really do like those units. But overall, let me know what you think Formal Artina is going to bring to your teams. Will you be summoning on this banner? I imagine if you have to pity, you'll probably choose Valtorez if you don't get one during the summons. But you may go Formal Artina, let me know below. And if you did enjoy the video, please do hit like and subscribe. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye.